The Mighty Gas Dragon? That's my nickname in college. Do you want to fight the Ghastly? Good morning. Happy Sunday, everyone. I don't know what it's like where you are, but we have like 3 feet of snow falling from the sky right now, so I couldn't go outside and touch grass if I wanted to. So I think instead I will play Final Fantasy and channel my internal, what is this, 89? 6-year-old. Although I didn't play this right when it came out. So, touch virtual grass. I have a VR headset. Maybe I'll do that later. That's a good idea. But yeah, so when last we chatted, or when last we fought, we fought a vampire in order to find a slab in the floor. The slab in the floor we could dig up with a rod. I don't know why we couldn't use any of our own tools, our various swords, hammers, whatever. But, you know, Sadra had the... You did? Oh, man. I mean, I could have. I just didn't. I wasn't into RPGs at the time, and a friend of mine rented it. And once he got to the airship, I was hooked. I loved the idea. But yes, we couldn't, for some reason, pull up a slab with any of our stuff. But luckily, we met a guy named Sadra who's like, here, try this rod. I don't know what's special about the rod, but that pulled it up. And underneath, we found a lich. And a lich was stealing the power of one of the orbs. Orbs! So the orbs have been, one of the orbs has been restored. That's very exciting. I am back in my home setup, as you could probably tell by the angle and lighting. And giant microphone. And I have moved the save file back to this game, because since this is not a Steam game, I don't have the benefit of Steam Cloud. However, liches get stitches. Yeah. I don't know if I have an exact match on versions, so if we have a crazy crash, we'll deal with that when we see it, but I think it's working just fine. I tried loading the save and it at least loads, and I think our next adventure is going to bring us pretty close to having the airship. I don't know if we'll get it today, but we should try and get as close as we can, because I think that's when this game really shines. So, without further ado, here we are. Should be right here. Yep. Let me know if the mixing is good or bad. It sounds decent on my end, but the capture is a different volume slider. So, go in here and we'll look at me. Okay. Look how shiny that orb is. So, we heard mysteries of a weird civilization to the north. So I think we have to go to the north. Where in the north, I'm not sure. Looking at my map here, I think it's the northeast. We'll try it. We'll see if that leads us to Crescent Lake. If it does not, then we know I did it wrong. But there's also a bunch of stuff to explore over there. I think it's supposed to be, like, retrofuturism. I think it's supposed to be, like, an 80s style of, like, computer drawing out the map. So it's like, as it, like, draws it out. But why would you do that in a fantasy game? I don't know. It was like that in the NES version. Also in the NES version, the map was a secret, which I think is kind of funny. You guys do not scare me at all. I beat up a lich. See ya! I think there are robots in this game. Like, People forget this game does have like a ancient forgotten civilization that was very technical aspect to it later, I think, if I'm remembering right. I'm trying not to read too far ahead because it's kind of nice to be like re-surprised by it. Sag! We're going to be going to a town, so I don't think there's a problem with using a little bit of magic to make this not suck as much. Although when we go to the Northern Sea, we might hit some enemies that are stronger than we've seen before. Also, if anybody wants to look it up, I still have not figured out exactly why Crystal, our black mage, could not learn the warp spell. I feel like that should be something the black mage learns, but, oop, wrong button. It's also possible it's a glitch in Renaissance and not in the original game. Okay, I see where we are. I'm a cremate ya. So how's everybody else doing this fine Sunday morning? Getting in your weekday cartoons and such? Had an exciting yesterday. My 6-year-old competed in his first Pinewood Derby, and it's not my first, but it's my first one where I put in any effort. And he got 2 awards. He was second in the Tigers and Wolves class, which was really cool. And he also got the Spirit of VSA award. So I think that was because he was being a really good sport about everybody else. DCC, remind me what DCC stands for. I know you've told me before. Oh, that's a bummer. Oop. Stone Elemental on all foes? Well, that's funny. Let's do that. You know what? I'm not even going to waste magic if we're going to, like, create a bunch of statues. Thank you. I'll let him know. His, Grandpa was super excited. He also got to see how clumsy I am with tools. But it did make me remember that we had a jigsaw, which helped us out a lot, because trying to hand saw pine wood, the term soft wood is very relative. There's something very pleasant about being able to turn every one of your enemies to stone. I don't think you had that in the original version. Okay, where's the town? Or whatever the biggest blinking is. Okay. Out a little bit. Shark! Yeah, what they recommended for it was a coping saw, and we tried that for like maybe 10 minutes. And then we're like, you know, I can't cope with the coping saw. I had a hobby hacksaw too, that didn't work very well. Okay, there's gotta be a way to get to that town, right? While we auto-fight the shark, I will look at my map. Where is Crescent Lake? Okay, how the heck do we get there? Okay. Looks like there might be a dock. Is this not the right continent? I don't think that's the right town. A were shark? Knowing this game, $232 damage. Rep's got a trip on his shoulder today, I guess. There, shark. Here, shark. Where, shark? There be shark. No see, shark. Mist? We're not playing Mist, we're playing Final Fantasy. That was a CD-ROM joke. That's true. It's the silent rage of Grep. Okay, there's a desert. Big desert. I don't think I'm on the right continent. Despite this thing saying you should go to the northwest, I am 100% certain now, not 100% certain, I should never say that, but I am fairly certain that, or northeast, I think the southwest continent is where we should have been. I barely know where I am half the time. Let's use a little unicorn to heal us up a bit. Back then I only got scraped knees. Ad break's coming up, but we are, like, kind of just bouncing around the ocean right now, so I don't think anybody who's unsubscribed is going to miss a whole lot. Famous last words, right? Oh yeah, what was DCC again, Canary? I mean, we're building money and very, very little experience, but we're still building it, so I guess we could just keep fighting. Sahag! Oh, that should be it. Seems like most enemies versus silver swords right now are not happy. Dungeon Crawler Carl, that's right. Adrian gave me a book for Christmas that I keep meaning to come back to. Because I had, like, started it and then I got distracted. Haha, big surprise. But it starts off with this guy, like, he's kind of a hacker and he finds a thing on a server and he discovers, like, his name in a file, which not too uncommon these days. But then, like, the block of text next to it, he starts to decode it and he thinks it's, like, things like his height and his weight and different things about him, and then, like, a whole history of him. And he tries changing his height, and his actual height changes, and that's where I left off. Like, he actually made himself bigger, so I think it's a, you know, you're inside the game kind of thing. It seems really intriguing. I'll have to look. Like I said, I haven't finished it, or I haven't even really read that much into it. It looked, kind of felt like it was written a little bit like Ready Player One, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I know it's not everybody's jam, but I enjoyed it. I think nostalgia for nostalgia's sake gets a bad rap. The movie was fine. They had... Ready Player One is tricky. Because everything in the book and everything that they use in the movies requires rights. And in a book, you can kind of get away with it, but in a movie, you cannot. So they had to change several things about it. And the substitutions they made worked fine, but there was a little bit of a, oh, I don't get to see this cool thing in movie form because they can't get the rights to it. Ironically, I think they wrote the second book with the knowledge of who had the rights of the movie. And so they like started using properties that they knew that they could get. And I think that kind of tied their hands a little bit. The second book is okay. But it's... How do I put it? The whole point of the first book is like hope when there's hopelessness. And the second book feels overly burdened with more hopelessness and not enough of the hope that made the first one interesting. I don't know where we are! I think this is where we're supposed to go. Can you imagine what this game would be like if you couldn't run? It definitely has its moments. There is a battle of various generations of Prince, and that is super fun. Them's a lot of cobras. Let's get rid of the scorpion, because I know he hits really hard. Let's cremate these guys. Fire these guys, and let's use unicorn to figure out any like additional poison that we have in the current amount. One thing I'll say that's good about Ready Player 2 is it goes a little bit deeper into the kind of philosophical like difference between reality and not reality thing. And I enjoyed that aspect of it. It's definitely not as strong as the first one. Crescent Lake! Okay, almost. Oh my god. It's a peed! Liza? Ice? I hope they're weak against ice, because I just did 2 ice things. Let's Kate sit them, just in case they hit stupid strong. They do hit stupid strong. Yeah. I mean, even the centipedes at their normal size, like the ones that you can see in nature shows that are like thicker than your thumb, they're terrifying. Alright, damage is the difficulty is definitely scaled up to us. Which one's the one that's, there's one that's poisonous. I don't know if it's Senta or Milla. Don't forget to hold reset if you turn off your power, kids. village in town? Well, we just saved, so it's safe to ask around. Do you know that feeling when you mess with the void a little too much and you accidentally summon a world-eating monster? If you don't, well, know that feeling? Oh, well, do you want to? Fight the Zone Eater? Ah, okay. Let's try it. Monster strike first. Swirl. Jesus. Alright, do we have a chance in hell at this thing? Try it. That'd be hilarious if it worked, but I don't think it's gonna. It's Shai Halud! Oh, wow. Petrifying does work. Well, I feel like that was probably worth it. And unlike the last sucky town, we actually have a place where we can revive everybody. Well, that's exciting. Brand new super spell. Blue Mage. What do you say? Light Warriors, you can do it! I don't get that reference. The zones? Huh? Can you sense it too? The Phantom? Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Phantom knows. I was walking near that grave and suddenly I felt its gaze. I was so scared I passed out. If I hadn't, I might be dead. Fight the Phantom. Alright. Oh my. Jeez. Well, I have to draw it. Hopefully I can survive one. Paralyzed. Well, Goblin Punch! Well, that's a bummer. His skill lure effect wore off, and he can't get back up to do it again. Unicorn. Will you stop killing the wrong people? I think we did find out that if we die as Grip from one of the spells, he does still get the spell. Because I don't think there's a life potion in this game, or if there is, it's very late game. Stop hitting! Alright, well, we might have to try that one again. Probably can't run from this, yeah. It's everybody at one. Well, that's nice. It doesn't make you pay to revive everybody. I'm not gonna save eating money. Oh. You have to save to use the inn. I didn't know that. gonna try again. I think we can get it. Oh, he's asleep now. It can be ineffective. That's good. War cry. Draw that glare. Let's temper him. And let's Golem to try and protect against this guy's stronger hits. Because if he hits us and we die, we don't get any. Okay. Now we just have to survive. Keep boosting the warrior. This is silly. Does reflect work on his glare? That would be nuts. Well, I'm glad Stone Skin was there. He might have been dead. Oh no. I forgot that I reflected. So that's not my best move. Ice 2. Let's see what Rama can do. Nothing. Fight. Okay, Ice 2 is not super powerful. Let's try Fire. It's all up to you, Crystal. Hey! She did it. And Grep learned how to glare. I've known Grep a long time. I think he could do that. Oh, wait. That's funny. If they kill all of you, you come back. But if they kill all but one of you, you have to revive everybody. Now let's move everybody around. So, you up here. You two switch places. There we go. Yeah. Grep's starting powers are Glare and adding Sudo very quickly. Let's see... Make sure we don't see anything crazy over here. And saying no. No. Heal, Pure, Cabin, House. I like houses, but... Let's stock heals. And let's stock Pures. Because I think being out of either of those two is going to be nightmarish for us. And let's take a look at the Silversmith stuff. Oof. If I go into sell, can I just peek? Iron, copper, silver. I have a silver helmet, I have iron armor. Iron armor absorbs 25, evades negative 23. Okay. That's not as good as what I have. Silver armor, you already have on. Could do a silver hat. No. Silver buckler would probably be good for Grep. Can't carry anymore. Okay, Grep, what you got? Iron hat. We'll sell that. Now we'll buy the buckler for Grep. And I don't think there's anything in here that magic users can use. That's a bummer. Crazy swords. Silver sword, 23. I think we already have silver swords, don't we? And silver knives. Let's see. Yeah, we got these as treasures already, so... What we got? Lit 3, Rub, Quake. I always felt uncomfortable with that. Rub is like the insta-death spell, but for some reason it's called, you know, Rub. Quake and Lit 3 seem like a good choice, but I'm not sure if we can use level 6 yet. No. So holding off on that might make sense. I think that's what they were going for, but it's possible that, like, it was a non-native English speaker, so they didn't realize, like, what they did there. How do I get back there? There we go. To the magic of the Circle of Sages. Yeah. When I was in college, and we were learning both Emacs and Vim, we talked about the kill and yank commands. Or yank, I forget what the, it's yank and something else. But I was like, so they're basically cut and paste, and my friend was like, yeah, but they have amazing names. Oh no, more Blue Mage stuff? Here. Armor. Silver buckler. I think everything else we've got equipped the best. Alright. I know 400's kind of a lot, but I still want to save before we try another Blue Mage thing, because... Oh wait, no, there's no point in saving. Because if we die, he just like, oh, you know, everybody get up. Yeah. The Mighty Gas Dragon? That's my nickname in college. Do you want to fight the Ghastly? No! Because I think I want to equip the Dragon Sword. Now we'll try it. Fear the power of the Ghastly. Poison, poison, poison. Dead. Alright. Just straight up like that, huh? Warcry. Can I turn it to stone? If I could turn everything to stone, it's kind of ridiculous, but I want to do fast on Wii. Ineffective. That's fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, I have a sword that you fear. Do you fear this? It's pretty good, but I think it's still gonna kill me right now. Might want to come back for the gas dragon. We're all gonna die! Yes, I'm so. We were not ready. Our bodies were not ready for the gas D. Alright, I think we should talk to all the sages. But while we're here, I just want to make sure. This seems like a place they might have put a... Nope, they didn't. Okay. The earth fiend causes the rot of our land. Yeah, we beat him already. The fire fiend will burn everything up. Well, he's well named then. Are you restoring light to the orbs? We will reveal more secrets. Please see us repeatedly. Okay. Light warriors, only you can make the orbs shine again. Quickly, before all is burnt, hurry to Gurgu Volcano and stop the Fiend of Fire. Great job vanquishing the Earth Fiend. Now, Fire Fiend wakes with this canoe. Go to the volcano and defeat that fiend also. Great job. Here's another job. I am Lucan. Now all legends and prophecy will be fulfilled. Our path has been decided. Oh, he's the guy that did the Light Warriors prophecy. We, the 12 sages, were led here by the stars and prophecy. Once the orbs shine with the power of the earth, wind, fire, and water. In September, the 4 fiends seize those powers. Earth, wind, fire, and water, the world is bound by those 4 powers. Each element's power focuses at its altar, locate and crush the fiend. Then, to make it shine, place the orb on the altar. It guard it. I don't know why I'm finding this font so awkward to read. Yeah, there's always another settlement. 4 fiends are bent on the world's destruction. 200 years ago, the Fiend of Wind teamed with that of water to destroy civilization. Alright, so we have a canoe. That's exciting. I always found it a little strange that you start with a ship and then later get a canoe. We're pretty well kitted out. I am gonna save again just so that I don't have to remember the canoe. So this is kind of a maze. How the heck do we get there? Okay, I see it. To Gurgur Volcano. I always thought the canoe was really cute because we got little hats. Caribe! Andale, andale. The guide told me that river monsters are pretty strong against men. But not swords. Caribe! I wonder if Goblin Punch counts as swords, or counts as magic, or if it counts as just, like, a physical attack that's created with magic. Physical. Good to know. So far, these fish are not a huge risk. I'm going to regret saying that. Almost positive. Let's see, where am I? Okay, this way. Then this way. Then this way. Then this way. What the hell is that? Ocho? ESPN 8? Oops. Handsome? Just fight. And you're poisoned. Let's use a unicorn to fix that. Alright. I wonder if the Ocho is like the early version of what later became a mainstay of this series, the Marlborough, which is like a giant tentacle. How do I describe it? Like a plant monster, but it like can inflict, I think, every status ailment in the game at once. With a technique called Bad Breath. Yep. Ow! There we go. There is an ad break coming up. If I find the volcano, I'll probably pause there for a quick bio break myself. Hey, that's volcano-esque. Geist! Your Lich King is dead. Yeah, this feels like probably a good place to save it. So yeah, let's check this out and see what we're up against. Stuff to fight in here. What is this? Oh no. How much does that hurt? Sphinx? Riddle me that. He's all fire-based spells for the most part, so that's not great. Problem punch. Ow. I mean, we could have done worse. That was not too bad. Ooh, that was a good hit. Because of the attack. Nice. What do we get for that? 580 experience and 2... Okay. Our money is scaling up. That's good. I'm going to take a quick break while the ads are running, and I will see you guys in just a few minutes. Alright. Since I'm invoking my inner 6-year-old, I've brought down some Little Debbies. If the sound of chewing comes across and bothers anybody, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep eating my food. Let's see how badly this volcano beats our ass. Alright, so we want to avoid that as much as possible. Walking on lava is no fun. Oh my. As much as possible being the key there. What's WZ? Wizard Ogre? Wise Ogre? Got a Groger and a Hyena. Let's try cremating? No. We're in a volcano. Confuse them. Wizard for sure. I cast traumatic brain injury. And they're really beating up on that wizard. It's like high school all over again. Okay. Let's temper Ennui. Yay! I wish there was some way, even if it was like a really rare item, to recover spell charges inside dungeons. Although if there were, I probably would, quote-unquote, save them for the last battle and then forget about the last battle. It's a lot of experience in gold. This map is so small, I can't tell. Yeah, I think we have to go up and to the left, which is gonna suck. How bad did that hurt us? Okay. I mean, it's definitely not my favorite, though. Okay. I'm gonna check the map, because I don't want to waste a bunch of time doing crazy crap. It's also kind of weird in this game that almost all of, like, the good treasure chests are guarded by hidden strong enemies. Okay. Muck! It's been a while since I've seen these things. This, I think, cremate will work just fine on. They used to feel so much more threatening when we were naked. I was wrong. Cremate is not super effective against these. So when you were a little kid playing games, what was your favorite bad-for-you snack to have? Question out to general chat. I ate a lot of fudge rounds as a kid. Ooh, Doritos are good. Or the cheddar sour cream chips. I'll settle for Ruffles now, but back when Mike Sells was its own company in Indiana, they had some of the best. But sadly, when they sold the brand to another outfit, I think that they got rid of all but their most basic flavors, which is kind of a bummer. Huh. I liked it. You know, it's just sort of a, like, you nestle in. Of course, my parents thought I was insane, because I had, like, a little black and white TV that I had stolen from the basement that no one used. Oh, yeah. So I set that on top of my other TV, and I would watch cartoons while playing video games at the same time, and they thought I was like a wizard. Dang it! Okay. These must just be elementals, because we fought something that looked similar that was just called Earth. Or as Will Smith would say, Earth. Let's do some Golem. Let's do it soon. Oh, never mind. Well, that was fun. What do we get for it? Silver hat. Can anybody use the silver hat? Just me, and I have one. Cool. Cool. Everything's guarded by fire elementals. Fight you. I don't want to use all my blizzards on you. Yeah, I'm seeing some dropped frames too. Just looking at the counter. I wonder if we had a dip in upload speed. It looks like the upload speed is back to normal. Is the frame dropping back up now? Oh, there it went yellow again. Yeah, we might just have an upload problem for a little bit. So, unfortunately, there's not a ton I can do about that. The good news is that doesn't affect the VOD that goes up to YouTube. So when this eventually gets up to YouTube, like a year from now, anything you missed should be available there. It's true. Somebody needs to clear the snow off of the dish. Ow! 0 damage. Okay. Never mind. Not ow, I guess. Oh, right. I had stone skin. It's like, how is that even possible? Red gargoyles. You know, I'm gonna start saving charges a little bit if we're gonna go treasure hunting here. Yeah. I expect it to hurt, so I say ow so that the people around me know I'm going to hurt. Well, I want to go to that room. But there's fire in the way. Oop. Yep. Golem. what they say, fight fire with swords. What? Yeah, Golem's pretty awesome. Peed! I only have one goblin left? Jeez. Alright. Kary, you gotta stop missing. I don't know why I didn't run from this. Just a habit, I guess. Do or do not, there is no try. Alright. That peed messed us up a little bit. Not as much as the Gasty. Silver armlets. Can't carry the silver hat. Heal potions. Cabin. Love cabins. Found 1975. It's a good year. Greywa. Well, I have a feeling this is going to hit harder than it looks. Goblin. Punch! We should have walked without rhythm. Gold for days. Silver axe that I don't think anybody can use. But me, which is not helpful. Yep. I guess I should check to see. So silver sword does 23. Well, silver axe does 25%, 28. Okay. Okay. We're actually going to use the silver axe. I think the great axe is not as good. Silver sword is 23, silver axe is 25, just making sure I didn't get the numbers wrong. Man, they are really stingy with things that magic users can use. Armor. Let's see what we got here. Silver armlets could replace my copper armlets. Okay. I assume they're better. I guess I should have looked. 6 evade -3 versus copper is 2 evade -3. Okay. What else do we have that's unequipped? Silver, only me. Copper armlets, only me. Lame. Real lame. Yeah. And another thing. No. So I'm going to drop the copper armlets. They're only worth 100 gold, and the inventory slot, I think, is worth more. Alright. Do I hit the Earth Elemental every time I hit this spot? Probably. Did I? I thought I got all of them. I'll go look. Alright. I hope I didn't. Oh, I did. It's a silver hat. That is worth some money, though. Every time. Oh, and there's 2 of them this time. Sure, why not? Let's war cry. I hope you're kidding. What I think I'm probably going to do is take my loot and head out and go back to town and save, and then come back and save again, because I need to be a little bit more careful with my spell charges if we're going to survive this frickin' volcano. Ah, son of a... You guys I can run from, I think. Silver shield. Armor. I have an iron shield. What do I not care about? We don't need this many silver caps. Man, they're valuable. Oh, man, they're valuable. Iron shield is not valuable. Made a little bit of a bet there. Yep, it is stronger. Nope, I was going to see if there's another spot where I don't hit the red elementals, but I'm almost positive it's going to be over here. Fire too? Oh! Up through the middle. Dang it! In later versions of the game, they definitely refine potions. But this is designed to give you the experience. Well, might as well get the other treasure while I'm here. Treasures, I guess. Peeds! Run away! Elemental? Yep. Don't love this. Don't love this. I'm gonna eat my feelings. I'm at 48, it's not bad. Nice. There's gonna be one more right next to it. Oh, nope. Let me think for a second here. I think I can go around and maybe avoid hitting that one too. What the hell is that? Red Hydra? Hail. Alright. Curiosity killed the cat, but I want to know what you're all about. Try stoning you. Lit 2. Yes. And Golem to protect us. Okay. Don't have any fast or tempers left. Just gonna have to attack. Did that Red Hydra do anything? I don't think it even moved. I don't know if it's... Let's see if I can figure out what that chest is. Might be the giant sword. IDSPISPOPD. Ah! Can I run? Or is this one of the predetermined? Failed. Failed. Close call. Okay. Oh. It's a giant. And an iguana. Can I... Oh, I don't have the giant sword. Let's run. That's right. It's like, maybe we'll get the giant sword. Chances that we have to fight a giant for it? Pretty high. Ugh, no. And in case that happens... Alright, what is it? Oh, it's just these guys. I don't have spell charges or anything, but let's see. Fire damage, darkness, paralysis, poison. Paralysis, maybe? Oh, but we don't have Golem. That sucks. And they don't use magic, they just hit real hard, it seems like. That's a pretty decently strong spell. Ineffective. Ooh, we got him for one. Come on, you got almost be done. It's funny, I always kind of shied away from survival horror games, but Final Fantasy I is kind of a survival horror game. Like, oh, you better hope you have enough potions. Giant sword! Okay. Can we get out? With everybody intact? I think so. I believe in us. True. And it's kind of silly because they really, like, made it unnecessary in later games. Can you not? Alright. I don't think we can beat them hold. Okay. Well, I think this is the end for us. No! Okay, did it on ennui, which is stupid. We've run from these guys before. Ugh. Close call is not wrong. All right. Here we go, a-dragging the bodies of our friends. Ruse. Evasion. Through the lava! Okay. Let's use cabin. Let's go back to town and tell them what a terrible idea this was. You know what? No. Kroger! Now will I remember the way back to town? This is just straight up Hydra. Why are there hydras in your rivers? Y'all got problems. Also, riddle me this. How do we run on a canoe? Of course, now I have to look again. Where the hell am I? There's to the right, then up, I think. Yay, a town! Why not poison? And a critical hit. Cool. I feel like the one of us that succeeded in running the most was actually Crystal. So it's kind of a bummer that she's, like, face down right this second. I'm only gonna put up with this for at least 3 more turns. Fine. Cremate. You brought this on yourself. I wanted to escape.
Now you're stuck in this battle with me.
Yeah. Was the family episode, Family of Blood. Where they're like, they didn't realize that he was being kind. Oh yeah, I love both of those episodes. I forget what the other one is called, but Family of Blood is the one that's easy to remember because that's the enemies' names. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have up to level 5 still. Magic. Okay. We should sell the shit that we don't need. Anwi's using all of his stuff. Rep's using all of his stuff. There's a silver hammock. Help! Silver helmet. 2 silver helmets. That's a good chunk of cash for that. Human nature, that was it. I want to save all these because they're strong against specific things. Well, I don't know what the novice sword is. But rune sword, it's the same thing. Great axe, I'm not sure. I'll have to look up the great axe. But silver sword, we don't need more of. Giant sword we want to keep. We sacrificed a lot to get it. Oh, we need to re-up our items. Probably not as many of these. Just throwing my money around. The bougie piece of shit I am. Right, now we could go back, I guess. I'm just checking to see if there's anything else in here that we also should be doing. Fighting fire monsters. Ice sword, which you'll find on B4A, which we were not anywhere near close. Wow, we've got a long way to go to the bottom of that volcano. Well, let's go, and we'll gain levels, and if we don't make it, we'll come back, and we'll do the thing, and we'll keep going. Ugh. Fire lit, you know, I don't mind using spell charges if they're in an area that only has, like, fire as an element, because that's not going to be useful in that cave. Critical hit. Way to go, Crystal. Good hustle out there, guys. So many snakes and scorpions, so much venom. We did see something crazy in the water. A river monster, if you will. So I want to make certain that we're not one critical hit away from dragging a lifeless body back to town. Monsters strike first. You know what, Hydra? I'm taking you on. Jeez, 136 damage? That's a bit much. How about we drink a heal potion real quick? Twice? That wasn't even that great a reward. What the heck was that? Alright, I'm going to go back to the map again. Where the hell am I? Yeah, my instinct is right. Okay. It usually is until it's not. I don't want to do this. Or this. Okay. Pull up the map so we can do the most efficient route possible. At least we had a kick-ass song when we do this. Monsters strike first. Oh, come on. Really? Alright. If that's what we gotta do. Like I cast a spell, it's like, oh crap, it's trying to hit me now. Grover kind of sounds like it's a Muppet. I guess because it sounds like Grover now that I've said it out loud. A lot of gold. But thanks to our treasure hunting, we don't have anything interesting to buy. We're all doing okay. Now the trick here is I think we can bypass most of this just by going, "Wah!" That hurts a lot less than fighting everything in here. Alright, now we are in B3A. So we need to go to the right. Yeah. And we just have a wizard ogre? Okay. We're fighting smarter, not harder these days. Alright, now we are in... So that's B3A. That leads to B4A. Which means we need to go to B3B. Thank you, Nintendo Power. It's just counting on you getting complacent with this. Wah! Alright. So we need to go down, over, down, over. Okay, so down. Over. Oh, that's... These sprites are kind of hard to tell what you can walk on. Because, like... Up 1, up 2, and over 1 is actually a wall. But it looks a lot like the floor. Oh no. How weakened are we? Cerberus? That's new. I don't like new things. Kill it. I'm afraid. It's gonna hurt us. Crazy bastard wants to hit me. Okay. Played a little fast and loose there. This. Okay, now we're here, which is B4B. I think there's a treasure in here. Couple. Soft. Cerberus. Hit it with sticks! Alright. Sitting there like, I just wanted to be your friend. Okay. Let's see, we are... Okay. $10. 10 gold. Can't buy a cup of coffee with this crap. And then a gray worm. Didn't the gray worm kind of mess us up last time? No, I want to save my blizzards. A little bit. Yay, it missed. It's gotta be almost dead, right? Yes, okay. I'm not doing too bad. Okay. 155 gold, which is about the same. And I walked right back into the gray one. Can I run from this guy? Yes, okay. I need to remember where I am. Okay. Oh, the ice sword is somewhere on this floor. We definitely want that. And it's as far away from the exit as possible, of course. Alright. I saw your message, Crystal. That's funny. Still wonder what's going on with all of Nathan Fillion's weird, like, it's time posts that he's been doing lately. Ah! Animated series? That'd be amazing. Did they announce it? I guess it is the 15th, right? Okay. I'd watch the crap out of that. Okay, we gotta get the ice sword. I think they said it's in here. Here. Ice sword. Worm. We can run from him, can't we? We did before. It's just a worm. Rather imposing looking worm, and a flame shield. Yeah, that's true. A little sad they can't have the same voice for Book, but... a shield that resists ice. Not useful for me right now. The sword imbued with ice. 29. And it's stronger than the silver? Yeah, heck yeah. This was worth almost dying again and again and again. We have a lot of our spell charges left. We might be able to do this. Plus, we've got an ice sword. I don't know how much that changes the game for Ennui's fighting. I love Hey Hey. Although I did like, I don't remember which YouTube I saw, but they were like talking about some show and then they like pointed out that Alan Tudyk plays something in it as a voice actor and he goes, can Alan Tudyk even make human noises anymore? That's a lot of wizard ogres. Last time we tried to run from wizard ogres, they hit us with clubs. So maybe we just power through. Cast spell maximum owie. Yeah, that's true. He does have a tendency to be in the successful ones. Not always true of Star Wars, sadly. He was the voice of the robot in one of them that didn't do well. I don't remember which one. Oh, blinding all of us. That's great. For that, I kill you. I only wish I could have seen it. Okay, I think I'm on the right path here. It's gonna be something. It's an agma. Right. How do you feel about ice swords? You do not like them. It's another agma. Yep, I did. Eight damage. Good lord. Wooden cane. Okay. Wooden cane, a simple wooden staff, 6 damage versus the iron. Why did I get this? Ah! Cerberus! I don't know what you do. I've never let you live long to find out. You hit. Kind of hard. I could have guessed that, I guess. Ow. 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 Fucking ow. How close are we? We've got to be close. Well, this looks promising. Treasures. There is flame armor, which we definitely want. And they're in opposite corners, so we want to go top right and then bottom left. I think. Let's find out. Grey worm! I can run from you. You're just a worm. And if I run without rhythm, you won't find me again. That looks promising. Nope! So let me look again here. The middle one is definitely not it. This is a very blurry scan, so that's part of the reason I'm like, I don't know which one it is. Alright. It's not the middle, it might be the bottom right. You guys again? Got bad news. You face my sword. How about them apples? Fine. Ogres want to play. I wonder how you get through this if you don't have nearly 100 heal potions. Or maybe that is just how people got through it. That's true. We don't have a white mage. So without a white mage, things are a lot more difficult. I have a feeling this one's going to be empty too. I should have gotten another guide that actually looks like it was scanned on a non-messy surface. Quaff! 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 That's what we will be doing. I'm sure younger me is yelling at me. It's like, hey, it was always here. Red giant. I don't really want to fight you. And I don't have to. I'm not gonna run away from ogres because every time I do I get hit in the head with clubs. The more you know. Nice. Scale armor. Okay, might be a new name for it. Armor layered with beast scales, and no one can use it. So it's a new one for a new class that we don't have in our party. That's cool. That's super cool. Agma, didn't you learn from all your friends dying? Oh no. Do not want. Please run and please succeed. Okay, we got it. Let's try left. Agma! Give it up, Agma. What's this gonna be? Red Dragon. Alright. Okay, this is gonna be one of those places where I use a spell charge even though I know there's a big fight coming. We're fighting the Red D! We did not succeed against the... Ooh. Well. Gasty. This better be it then. Can't carry the flame. What can I drop? Flame shield, I want to keep. Okay, I'm gonna drop the cap. And I hate to say it, but I think we've got to go back out. The good news is... Oof, but no, we got to go back to town. Man, these dungeons are brutal as hell. Another reason it's sad that we don't have a white mage is the exit spell is a white magic spell. Giggity indeed. This Agma seems stronger than the other Agmas were. There we go. What a bunch of bull this is. And now I have to reverse my maps, too. This is great. Yeah, I see the way out. Okay. Service! Scorch? That's not fair. just need to get out with one person. This isn't where I want to be. No more bulls. Worry, 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 worry. Alright, so that was B4B. I need to go to the top right corner. Just one wizard ogre, okay. Sorry for leaving you face down, Grep, but we're trying to get you back to town. Before you die. For realsies. Up. We've got to help him! Burn, burn, burn. It's true. He's not bleeding anymore. He looks real angry, though. Gotta love that ice sword. I mean, in a way, it does. People will certainly remember a character who's horribly burned. Alright. So, we need to go basically to the middle. Red Hydra? Ooh, that'd be fun. We'll have to remember that. Are you looking at the spell list for the Renaissance spells? It's fine. It's fine. Survive! We're out of here. Alright, to town to lick our wounds and... I don't want to fight Hydras right now. I said I don't want that. Oh no. Alright, that's two. That's true. No reason not to use spell charges now. We're heading back to town. Ow. Jeez, they hit hard. Out of the volcano and into the river. Isn't that the way that goes? And now we're just dragging Grep through the river. This'll make it feel better. Caribe! I beg you not help me. Rub butter on it! That's what you're supposed to do, right? Yeah, I gained a level. No, well, it's just one, and the alternative is running and getting hit by it twice. Chance to strike first. Or run. Really? Really? I'm gonna let you assholes fight each other. If you survive. Never mind. If we die here by Cobra, I'm gonna be very cross. Whoa, something ran away? That's the first time I've seen enemies do that. In this game. You made the ice sword guy mad. He doesn't care if he's poisoned. I remember in Final Fantasy IV there was this magic spell called Virus, which was new to the game. And it's in the poison family, but the first time it happens to you, first off, it has a very unnerving sound effect. And it has these little paramecium-looking things that appear over you. But then your HP just starts ticking down, and it's very distressing. If we get to Final Fantasy IV, which I assume we eventually will, you'll see it. And the first time it happens, even now, when I know it's going to happen, I'm just like, ah! Are there any black magic spells? Okay, what level are we? 16, 15... We do have level 5 charges, but these are all level 6? And spendy. Alright. We will remember this for later. Back to it! We can do it, you guys! The good news is this time I don't have to go treasure hunting for anything. Dang it. And I might take that bio break when it comes up. Other good news is I really gotten used to the turns in this river. ESPN 8, the Ocho. Happy little canoe. You gotta be kidding. Really? I feel like I should just teach you guys a lesson. I'm not gonna be using that a lot. But yeah, it's just... Oh, don't like ice swords? Why do you make me hurt you, Grey Wolf? What does feel good is I think, like, just a few days ago, that would have been a panic-inducing scream. Alright, we got 36 seconds to the ad break, so I am going to take a bio break, and I will see you guys in just a few, and then we'll just go straight down in the mountain and see if we can get this orb to shine! Don't take that out of context. See you in a minute. Alright, we're gonna do it. Probably no airship today, but we can at least get this orb. It's all the way across here. We are going to ignore almost everything. Try running. Failed. Yay! Now here's where things get confusing. This one's straight to the right. Not wasting any spell charges because I don't need to. just one. Gotta love that ice sword. Let's make sure our health stays up. Oops. Go, go, go! Right now, Grep's like, why is this so familiar? I feel like I've been through this pain before. And for this one, we want to go down, left, okay. Oh no, Scorch. That's a little costly, but that's okay. Again? All right. And this leads to... here, I think. So, if I'm right, that means I need to go left, down, right, down. Krogers! I'll fight you, because I don't want to risk running and getting clobbered. Kary, you got a hit! So I don't know what was going on upstairs. I just know that my 6-year-old was running across the floor going, paper towel, paper towel, paper towel. So, hope that's going okay. Same thing. Okay. Don't forget where you are. So down, right, down. And then right down, okay? Make sure you walk through as much of the lava as you possibly can. It's good for exfoliating. I am as exfoliated as I could possibly be. Alright. No more funny business. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, fine. A little bit of funny business then. Then we will move on. Got enough of your bull. Nice. Haha! Come on, bull. Hey, level up. Ugh. Run, please. We don't want to do this right now. I want to fight for the orb! Right, before we take another step. I'll waste a heal. Dang it. Yeah, sure. Is it you? The tinder that defeated the fiend of earth and disturbed my sleep? I, Kary, will now show you the force of fire, and you shall burn in its flames! And Golem. Strange to me. Did Final Fantasy I have boss music other than the last boss, or is it they were just stronger monsters and you dealt with it? Wow, that was with Stone Skin. Yikes. How's water damage do for you? Problem? Really well. All right. Haha! Now we have to get out again. Oh, no, we don't. We go to the pedestal. And then it'll let us out. Look at that orb! That orb is glowing! Oh my god! Plan M Canary Dance. Well, at least it wasn't ABC or etc. Monster strike first. The Ocho. You know what? Fine. Oh, I thought this would go faster than that. It did not. Da, 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 da. No, no, no. 2 hydras, too much. Weird. There's a bug. I'm poisoned, but in the canoe. Let's see if it actually drops. So, 105. 105. Poison doesn't affect you when you're in the canoe. So it's not a bug. That's neat. I never knew. I'll be curious too. We'll know because our ears will bleed. To the right, and then down, and then fish. Oh yeah. Ow. Cobras. Alright. Cremate ya. Ice to ya. Last time one of them ran away, which I enjoyed. Weird. Snakes are weak against being cremated. Kary, come back! To the inn! Let's refill these things. How many did we use? 43. Yeah, it sounds about right. And we used a house. Let's go talk to the Circle of Sages again. Oops. I don't think anybody can learn any of these. See, exit would have been lovely, but... It even says in this guide, exit is the most important spell. Like, yeah, that's great. Yeah, I know. Are you Lacan? Okay, great. Okay. They do change what they say. Sure. This is just advice. That's the game. The fire fiend will burn everything up. I killed him. Her. It. Yeah. Yeah. Neat. I'm really glad you guys had me come back here. I tell you what, I think I'm going to save, and then for the last half hour of the stream, we'll do something a little bit more chill. We haven't opened any card decks in a while. So yeah, unless you guys are really opposed, I think TCG Card Shop Simulator is what I want to jump to for just a little bit. And we will capture the new game. Da-da-da-da. Here we go. Now I just have to fix this because the aspect ratio is different. And scene. Hey! Let's load a game. $7.99, day level 6. Probably this one. Card Shark something! Let's go! I have to remember how to do this. Oh, the Samba, I forgot. What do we got? Oh, empty shelves. We need basic packs. So... Sure. Start there for now. Open up that box. I think we're going to buy the license for the next level up today. Oops, I threw it. This is not how we level up. By throwing our merchandise. I mean, this shop is a little sad. We have one shelf and a special display cabinet. But people are chomping at the bit to get in, so... Oh. Those aren't cards. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. Right thing. Let's buy the license now. And buy 3 boxes. Nope, 2 boxes. I can math. Take that, and then we will place these. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Take item, take item, take item. B. Close up that box. Okay, we don't have to close the box. We can just throw it. Throw that away. We'll go set that price. Marketplace plus 10. Oops. Well, I already started taking them. Maybe I should open some before we get going, right? I mean, that seems right. What we got? $1.35, 35 cents, 57, 19, 86, 205. Okay. $38, $16, $15, $26, $31, $23, $10. $10 is pretty good for a $1.90 pack. 19, 25, 18, 18, 5. That's good-ish. 115, 76, 24, 23, $16, $1.32. I'm getting high off my supply here. Eh. 22 cents, 25 cents, $1.38, $1.06. Blah, 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 blah. I'll open in a minute, sir. I have very important business I'm conducting. Ooh, this had a lot of, like, slightly higher than usual cards in it. Okay, now I can open. Bunch of whiners. Did I pay my bills? 56. I can pay this one. Buy something. I need to pay bills. Well, I guess you guys can play cards if you want, because I charge for that too. How about you, sir? With the green hair? Matches the bottom of your shorts. And you? Oh, that guy's got a bag. He's getting things. $30 in the bank. No. There we go. We go here, and let's pay that bill so I don't forget it. Hey, Stink Man. Much better. I do enjoy that you can just pick up an entire, like, air freshener cabinet thingy and just go and wave it at a person in this game. There's something, like, so ridiculously passive-aggressive about it. Okay, so I owe you 40, 25, 35, 45. All right, what you got? One card, 368. 25, 30, 1, 2. And then we've got one card for $13. That's not bad. 0.02. There you go. Lots of packs. And that's 43. 4-2. This guy looks like he's losing over there. I'm sorry to hear it. More card packs. 33.40. Love it. Love it. One card for $6.56. Okay. I wonder if there's a mod. There could be. I did forget that... Oh, another wizard. I did forget that this game exposes how bad I am at basic arithmetic. All right. Hey, now. No one needs to keep track of that. Oh, you want to make a deal? What kind of deal? I ain't got that kind of cash, man. I'm sorry. I mean, look at this store. I own one shelf. I can barely make ends meet. Or count the ends that I've made meet. Do I have enough for another one of those machines? Nope. That's how you know you're really in the business, when you can afford 2 air fresheners. 25, 30, 1, 2. Okay. And then all that. And boom. Paid out. Have a good day, sir. One card, 627. Oh, yeah. Well, where are they getting all these 50-cent pieces, though, too? I do not see 50-cent pieces as often as this game would make me think that I would. There's kind of a lull. Maybe we could, I don't know, take some cards, see if we get anything cool. I'll just watch from here. 15, 24, 42, 52, 7, 8, 72. Yawn. There's somebody's hair in my way. I'll get to you in a second, sir. I am inside someone's skull. Where were all of you guys when I was at the counter? Ah! It's very unnerving. Ultimate violation of personal space is when you're inside someone's brain. Couple of decent cards there. All right. Sorry, have you been waiting long? 1, 2, 3, 25, 30, 1, 2. Okay. There. And no change. Love it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 75, 85, 95, 70. Wizard. Have a good day. All right. And 16 and 50, 65, 60. Guess we could put more cards out here. What we got? $10? Oh, I think I forget how this game works. Nope, not under 10. There we go. I think I can just click on, and he took it right away. Which makes me feel like maybe I should have sold it for more. Controlling with a controller is simultaneously more difficult and less difficult in this game. No. Because when you have a controller, the arrow keys will snap, which makes especially giving and finding change easier. But if you have to do any precise aiming, it becomes really annoying. Plus, we could turn on the lights for the people playing the game. Oh yeah, we were going to put more cards out. Sir, I'm trying to manage a shop here. Could you refrain from buying things? I don't know why I don't do well at business. And, alright. New cards. How about you? And, you. And, you. I don't know if they're ever going to fix it, but nobody gets tired of waiting at the line. I don't know if your reviews go down, because I never check the reviews, just like I never read YouTube comments. It's not true. If you comment on my YouTube videos, I will probably read them because there are too few comments for me to not see them. I know math. Nope. 10.02. Good day, sir. I bid you good day. These pretty cards are deceptive because they look like they're going to be really expensive, and they're not. But I feel like I've also seen that in my son collecting Pokemon cards. There have been a couple who have been like, oh, that looks like it's really good. And he's like, Dad, that one sucks. Well, somebody waiting. And that. So, 40. 5, 6, 7, 8, 25, 30. Have a good day. You want to buy a card? That change. What kind of deal you want to make? You're asking $7.30 for a $5 card. How about 4? Oh, he was offended. That's fine. Doesn't seem like a big spender. Got a shop to run here, sir. $70.50. I think we're going to be 7 shy of our task. But at least we're getting money for the people playing. All right. We are closed, but we'll let this guy finish. You stay out. And since we're closed, maybe just a few more packs to end the day. You know. Nothing. 374. Okay. All right. It's funny because so much love and care went into like these drawings. This has to be like a playable game. I'm sure somebody has like made this a playable game. Not the creators of this thing, and they're just not telling us. Hey man, you're the one that came in past closing. You can wait on me. Man, I am not hitting any big ones. Oh, there we go. 1655. 325. All right. That's a good way to end it. And you want to buy this card for $5. Okay. Have a nice day, sir. And then we will end the day. Profit 196. I thought the profit was going to be down since we bought a license, so chugging right along. But at any rate, that's been about 3 hours. My brain's a little fried now, so but I hope you guys are still enjoying the Final Fantasy stuff. It's fun to play this because I'm rediscovering a lot of like the mechanics in the game, because the whole like invisible monsters that always spawn right in front of the chests thing, for example, I had completely forgotten that was something the Final Fantasy 1 did, and it never came back in other games, so it's kind of like shocking to see it there. So yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I'm enjoying it too. It's fun to have all of my friends in tow, learning various spells, facing Gasties with me, and Fire Ds. Very sophomoric part of myself went even further when it's like Fire D's nuts though. No, don't do that. Yeah, that's true. Literally, like we build a sled and let the like groaning sad people, go through the lava. But yeah, I had a creator bump today. I don't remember who it was. Oh yeah, Alley Cat. So one of the tools that I frequently use when I'm doing Twitch, if this is something any of you ever want to do, is called Firebot. And Firebot is completely open source. I like it because it kind of decouples me from some of the traditional streamer tools that I think have a little bit too much data. But she does a lot of really great tutorials on how to use Firebot. She's kind of where I got my start with it. So her stuff's really cool. And she's also a gamer who does Twitch streams. So she is fun to watch too, but I figure I'd throw that out there. That's Alley Cat. And I'll probably check to see if someone's out there to raid since it's 1 p.m. But before I do, I will say to all of you and to everyone watching on YouTube later, follow your bliss. It's fleeting. And have a great day, guys.